Rhea.
And I'm Brandon. Come on.
Sorry. Alright. Should I start off?
Yes.
Alright. Hi, I'm Rhea.
And I'm Brandon.
And you're watching
More Love with R&B. Hey.
You never know what you're gonna get with this one.
Hey.
Listen.
Hello.
Today we're gonna talk about something that I feel is very important.
It is very important.
And maybe slightly controversial. I don't know. And so the question is, are your parents too involved in your marriage?
Ew.
Yeah. So we are all used to going to our parents, asking for advice.
Mommy. That whole thing?
Yeah. Gleaning wisdom from them, etc., etc. But then you get married, and that boundary can be very, very weird for you.
I think they call it slippery.
It can be slippery.
Slippery slope.
It can be slippery for you, but also for them, because they're used to giving you the advice and the wisdom. They're used to seeing you go down these roads and they want to stop you. And you're also used to asking for advice. And so, yeah, we just want to put that out there and ask you that question. Are your parents too involved in your marriage?
Too involved.
Yeah, too involved. And so we want to just throw out some questions for you or whatever.
Just a couple of tips.
Yeah, tips.
Just a couple of tips. First one is, we believe that you and your spouse should agree on who you include in your marriage. And this includes your parents.
Yeah.
So you guys have something very sacred to protect, your relationship. And you can get advice from a ton of different people. And, you know, it kind of, we would say this, it's up to you guys. And it is your responsibility to decide who you let in your marriage. But when you do that, you are susceptible to whatever those people bring to you.
Absolutely.
So whoever you let on the inside recesses of your marriage, make sure that it's people that you and your spouse agree should be there.
Absolutely. And when it comes to your parents, it's very important that from the very beginning, like when he puts the ring on your finger,
boom,
that there's a boundary that is set. I know mom used to give me all the advice. I know dad used to tell me what to do. But now that I have this ring on my finger, we can't do that anymore. Or here's a way that we can respectfully do that. And then that way, your husband can feel like he has room to lead the marriage the way that he would like to lead it, take the chances that he may want to take. Your wife will feel like she is the woman of the house, that she could raise the kids the way she wants to, not the way your mother did.
Hello.
You guys can figure things out that work for you, that work, you know, and it may come with some trial and error. And so because of that, you want to make sure that, hey, before we even go there, before it's even a problem, this is the boundary.
Got it. And a third thing that we'll say is make sure that they both parents have your best interest at heart.
Yeah.
The reason why we say this is because some parents may have one of y'all's best interests at heart. Come on, somebody.
It's so true.
Because you could be talking to your parents about your spouse, and you could be telling them, you know, I really think we're going to get through this, but this is probably the hardest situation we've dealt with. And one of your parents can be like, yeah, that's a tough one. I told you not to marry her. I told you not to marry that girl. And it's like, wait, what?
Right.
Like, you always need to know that your parents are always going to have your best interest at heart.
Both of your best.
For both of y'all.
Yeah.
For your heart and your spouse's heart.
Yeah.
Both best interests of the hearts. Okay. And the last thing that we'll say, number 4, kind of a thing I think we've said it before.
Get a shirt.
We should get a shirt that says, don't you dare go ahead and print the shirt. That's our shirt. Do what works for you.
You should.
You should just do what works for you.
Yeah.
Because it's you.
It's your marriage.
It's your marriage, so
it's not anybody else's.
Yeah, and just to kind of spin it, just to kind of spin it from how we normally say it, like, you have to do what works for you. You can't do what works for somebody else.
Yeah, that's
You can't necessarily take and say, well, that worked for them, so it's going to work for me. It might not work for you. And even if it works for you, it might not work for your spouse.
Right.
So when we say do what works for you, we mean you and your spouse specifically. Y'all, maybe we should change it. Do what works for y'all. How about that? Okay? So y'all be trying to switch up our words and be like, well, I'm doing what works for me. My parents this and like, no.
How about that?
How about that? Do what works for y'all. Okay? So we hope you liked this video.
Yay!
If you did, give it a what?
Big thumbs up.
And don't forget to comment in the comment section, especially if you feel, oh, we're about to start some fights right up in here.
Oh, please.
If you feel like your spouse's parents are too involved, sip that tea, girl. If you feel like your spouse's parents are too involved in your marriage, go ahead, like, type a couple of space bars in the comments and then just hit enter and we'll know. We'll know what's going on, okay? And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to hit.
Yep.
So if you're watching this video, please subscribe if you haven't.
Yay.
And we will see you guys later.
Bye.